What the? Hello, guys.
Oh, we're filming?
Yeah. I'm going to be showing you something interesting today, comparing both versions of Lurching Vampires. Probably not in action, but...
That one is screwed up.
And that one. So, anyways... Wait, where are you going with that?
I set the base up out because it's loud.
Okay.
We may be able to...
Anyways, guys, there is quite a lot of differences between the 2 years. 2010 is just pure shitty. Like, it looks way better than the 2011.
It has good arms and...
Yeah, like this is the 2011 body. Their hands come zip tied to the chest. You can cut them, but the wire that is bendable and you can post is very short. The arms in him are very long, so he looks good in any position that you pose him. He looks retarded. He always looks retarded. Also, another difference is their face coloring is a lot different. This one's head is broken off. Also, when their eyes are closed, there's differences as well. See the... Wait, the 2010 one has black lines going across it, which looks really cool. And then this one you can't really see that. See? Look at that. It's supposed to look like his eyes are squinted closed. And then when that, yeah. Anyways, but the huge difference is the pole assembly. The 2011 one is a snap lock into place, and look it's very sturdy. I've never seen one of these snap. This one broke on the second activation after I fixed the gear and his thing. Same thing with our store display. It broke on the fourth activation. I've said that many times. Look, these are twist lock into place, and look at how terrible these are. You can almost squeeze the pole and it'll squish in just about. This one didn't come with the support poles. Now the thing is with this is when we did use it, we didn't hook up the cable that attaches to the back that pulls his head back, so it probably wouldn't have snapped if we would have remembered to do that. I mean, it would have still snapped, but not as fast probably. This one, it doesn't matter. I've used mine ever since I got it without the cable attached, and it's never affected mine. Even without the support poles, I took them off too. Yeah, see, the part that holds his head on is broke. I can hot glue it, but then it won't pull its head back when you attach the cable, which doesn't really matter. It usually looks retarded when you do that anyways. Like, the 2010 one is cool sometimes when the head pulls back, but the 2011 one, everything, it's just, yeah. I also think that the 2011 model is a little taller. What would you say about their audio? Do you think there's a difference in the audio?
It's higher pitched on the 2010.
Yeah. The one at our store was kind of staticky sounding though. There was,
it's probably crying already.
Yeah. But yeah, you can see that pole difference. And of course the bases is black on the old one. And this was before they had the feet where you put in that key to remove the feet. They just slide out, in and out. That's got the removable key setup. That 2011 was the first year they started doing that. And the mechanisms that retract them and make them lurch are the same. And I fixed this one. I put a rising from the grave or a jumping spider gear, and it doesn't make a difference. They're all the same. But it doesn't even spin all the way around. Basically, there's a piece that spins, and it hits a button that releases the gears, and it lurches it out when that button is hit. So the gear doesn't even have to rotate all the way, neither does the relay switch. They both work that way. Whereas the rising from the graves, the motor just turns all the way and it spins one direction. It's all one gearbox. This is two separated mechanisms. So yeah, Rosemary is the same setup as Lurching Vampire as well. I feel like there's different detailing in the hands too. I felt like the one at our store, his hands were a lot more flat than this one.
The cord in the back is holding the head up.
Yeah. That one has an issue. His eyes and mouth don't move. This one was fully working one time. But yeah, that's why they improved it a lot. Oh yeah, and Donovan sent the video to Techie Toys where it snapped and they said, oh geez. There's nothing they can really do about it. I mean, it's almost 10 years old. But anyways, I think that's most of I showed most of the comparisons. Yeah, they both do the same thing. I think the 2010 one lurches better too. But unfortunately, I can't show that right now. But maybe if we get them both fixed somehow. Because Donovan was selling this one to me. Because mine completely fried. But all I really need from it is the base. And we might... I could glue that pole and make it work somehow. But it's going to just continue to break over time. And this pole is so sturdy that I just don't think these poles really break. So... Donovan's selling me her. Maybe. Her. The creepy caretaker. That one. That one. That's supposed to go to Kevin, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to get it. So yeah. But yeah, there's... I feel like this one's face is a lot wider, but I feel like this one's face is longer. The thing around their neck is the same, I believe. I'm pretty sure their capes are all the same. So yeah.
I guess we'll see what Snow does in its current state. I guess be ready to catch.
Jack, are you still there? No. Probably not.
I guess be ready to catch him because of the head.
Yeah.
But I mean, I have everything hooked up. I have the holes in the front. I have the cable in the back. Neither of which was set up on this.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll hold it over. I don't know if he works on batteries because I've only used to make the adapter.
Yeah, there's some techie stuff that stopped working with batteries, and then there's some that stopped working with adapters.
Okay. Are you ready to catch him?
Yeah.
Okay. He's on.
He's probably not... Wait. Maybe he has a delay since his eyes don't close. Wait. Is his harnesses plugged in?
Yeah.
Maybe he gave out just like my 2011. That would suck.
That's probably the batteries.
Yeah, it probably just works with the adapter.
I think some of these contacts are bad.
Oh yeah, another difference is that this one's hood, you can actually physically see the back. There's no head on the back. You can see the mechanism and how it is. This one, you can't. There's actually more fabric. See? You can't even see the back. That's the thing is, with like, the first models always look better than the second models. But they make the mechanics and structure of the second models
keep
better.
rambling on, I'll get a 6-volt adapter.
Sure. So either you get horrible mechanism and set or structure quality, but it looks good, or you get better built, better mechanism quality and structure, but less detail. Basically, that's what they do. And the 2010 model did not come with an adapter, and the 2011 model did. This one retailed for $130. This one retailed for $140. Like I said, if you cut the zip ties, his arms really don't pose very well. They look retarded. I always wondered why my Lurching Vampire, I couldn't get the arms to look cool no matter what position I put them in. It's because the wiring that they put in the arm is way too short. Like, look, this one you can bend so many different ways. It's awesome. But this one, since it's a twist to lock into place, when I first put it on, it was actually backwards, which means it would go backwards like that. So since this is a twist to lock into place, sometimes they'll be sideways and they'll lurch sideways like that. So it's weird. It wasn't thought out very well. I'm pretty sure this is the same exact spot that broke in our store display too. I remember the same cracks in the same area.
Get a little extension cable out here. Well, we know that outlet was working. We should just have the fan going. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to put it on. Oh yeah, I need to Velcro it. Another safety feature, Velcroing the fabric to the pieces. All of the back Velcro came off, which I feel like is the most important. Because Velcro is going to save your life. And this one doesn't work either. And whatever. I give up. On. And we should be good.
Oh yeah, he doesn't lurch much with the cable at all. His poles don't even touch the floor. The cable doesn't allow him to go far at all. They did not make the cable on the 2011 models, that they didn't make them the right length. They always had them wrong. Like, my Lurching Vampire, when I connected the cable, wouldn't even lurch at all when I got it. That's why I never used that. And it's like I couldn't even get it to work. Like, a lot of them, their heads don't even move very, like, it just stops them from actually lurching when you connect the cable on those.
It doesn't lurch as much as this one either.
Yeah. Like, even when you connect the cable on this one, it still lurches a lot better than those.
And there's Jordans that just applies logic and just...
Yeah, like I said, I've had the support poles off for years, the back weight, oh my god, a cockroach.
Oh.
And it held up for years and years and years, and I just couldn't believe it. That thing's fast, Jesus Christ. But yeah, like I said, you cannot use the 2010 model without the back cable or the support poles, because it will break on the second or fourth activation. Actually, yeah, especially the back cable, that's a must. All of it's a must. Ugh. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. If we get any of them fixed, depending, we might have to part this one out, but maybe we'll figure it out with that one. Then we can compare them.
And there'll be one perfectly working Lurching Vampire.
Yes.
That one of us.
And mine will work too, because if this one gets parted out, I'll still get it. Like, whether this one stays one piece or gets parted out, it's going to be mine.
There's a way to incorporate this body on this structure.
Yeah. Well, put this one's poles on that one, because this one's better.
Maybe that's just like a 10 tooth or something.
Yeah. Yeah, the motor's not moving at all for the eyes and mouth. So, anyways, yeah, we'll update if there is any updates afterwards. There probably will be. So yeah. Because these parts down here are different. So like, it's not like we can just connect that one to this one, but we can unscrew it and put this piece on that one. Like, we can swap them out around until we get to the head part, because that one twists a lot. So we'll have to find a different way to mount that.
You may be able to change the pieces in the neck.
We might, yeah. Except for that one's snapped.
Because I love how this looks, yeah. And I like the pitch on this one as well. I like it a little higher.
Probably, guys, maybe I don't know if I can show you what's the piece that's broken.
Oh yeah, and I'll be hard because this runs through the fabric on this one.
Yeah. It's easier when the body's not on.
Well, it's not snapping.
Hey, okay, right there. See that? You know the howler that I used to have? That used to be the store display, and I gave to Lucas. Every part in the head is snapped. Every single part. Every screw holder. Every joint that holds the head on is just completely fucked. So yeah, that little rod there would go in between that, but you can see where it's cracked. Like you said, I can glue it back on, it just won't tilt back, which I never usually use. I'm doing that anyways.
You know, now that I think about it, this is one of the few Tekky props that actually has a motion sensor.
Yeah.
And a sound sensor. They typically have sound sensors only, right?
Yeah.
This just scares me because of how much it rocks and stuff.
Yeah, let me quickly check to actually see if there is a part in the neck. our head, that can be swapped out. So there's the twist to lock into place. There's some screws up here. Looks like maybe if those screws came out, maybe the piece could be changed. Or gotta look at this one again. Yeah, this one has that bar that goes through it, but I don't know how it... We might have to disassemble this one again just so we can get a clear view on what needs to be done.
But if we do like some part switching around and stuff, we'll still do a 2010 versus 2011 demonstration.
Yeah.
So we'll film this guy before we part him out, and we'll film...
Well, we already pretty much got him, so yeah. I mean, I know the head is broken, but like I said, it doesn't lurch much when the... Actually, it probably lurches less when it's with the cable connected. If you don't, like I said, if you don't connect those or the cable, it lurches like down to here.
Which is cool, but it also is kind of risky because you don't want your pieces to...
Mine's lasted, but yeah. Nah, you can't do that on 2010.
I don't get how yours still works.
Well, yeah, well, it did. But it put strain on the motor. That's why my motor started giving out. Because remember, it would stay stuck. I would have to push it back. So, yeah. And the bottom of my base was completely destroyed. There was like no covering on the bottom anywhere. Like it was just all snapped off. There was no way to attach the feet.
And these are both good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hopefully with this little project we're doing here, we'll have a functional 2010 and Jordan's 2011 can be in better shape.
Maybe, I mean, if we can get some glue tomorrow, maybe we can try to see, but it probably won't last if we fix the original poles. So, but because if we use that one's poles, it'll last. But so
these poles are the master race.
So I don't know. Would you rather switch with that one's poles?
Because those are gonna last, you know. And these aren't saying it's like a Jimmy Live size. You want to be original with everything. It's just about the functionality of it. You want it to get the.
There's some things that you just can't keep original. So I'm just going to see the height difference, if there is a height difference.
I think you can actually put them both together because as long as you don't lurch it, this is going to stay on.
Yeah.
So.
I just wanted to see if there was a... Oh. Okay, so this...
You got this one,
I'm holding it where it would be. Oh, I guess they are the same size. I always thought this one was shorter, but... I feel like
this one just looks... He has a smaller head because the hood
But
is
with
like
this one, you can see that there's like no back to it, but this one you can't. Like this one definitely looks pretty creepier. Like it's just more detailed. Like
this one's kind of shiny as well.
It's just the face. You can just see that the different detailing. And again, the eyes too.
The hood is a little bigger on the 2011,
they made it,
but I'm sure that's adjustable.
Yeah, there's a bendable wire in there. But I think I can tell that the one Spirits demo video in 2010 had a Rising from the Grave mech because it went back before it lunged. These ones don't do that. So that was like the prototype, and it looked a lot different even than these. But basically why they put that black line across is it's supposed to look like the bottom eye is closed and the top.
It's like the eyelid kind of.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't know if there's anything else to point out anymore at this point.
That's your phone.
That's it. But yeah, there we go. Until we get this one working, I guess. I mean, like I said, I did get a footage of me fixing this one and captured it working once and then the next activation snapping, so yes. We got that. So it might not be in this video compilation, but you can always see it on my channel, which will be in a me and Donovan compilation. So yeah, I guess that's it for now. Yeah. Yeah, even the support poles are different. Like this one snapped off. These were twist lock too, and these were snap locks. And these are just extra secured with screws and everything. Everything on this is just so well improved, except for the looks of it. Because again, they can make the thing better, but they'll cheap out how it looks and the quality of the fabric and all that. See this snap to lock into place parts. Yeah, we're still figuring out. I want to give this one another shot. I want to fix this first and see how it goes. Like glue these cracks really well with crazy glue and baking soda, and then zip tie it so it doesn't split open, and then also glue it onto here so it'll be permanently on there. I think that'll hold up.
That doesn't work and that fails still at the same time.
And I'll still have.
That fails. We'll try the epoxy,
Yeah,
because that's like really.
And I'll
strong.
probably still always have 2 sets of poles for those, because I don't know if my other poles will ever actually break.
We need to 3D print these poles, guys.
Yeah, because you know, every animatronic, especially Tekky, has a weak point, and this is the weak point. Like these parts here are stronger, but see the bodies are always top heavy, and this is where the strain is on this guy. Grave Mourner's that stupid clear piece that they decided to use. Because literally, Grave Mourner's poles are just like this, but where it attaches, the piece is exactly like that, but it's clear, so it snaps. The worst spot, because Grave Mourner's head body is like 10 or 15 pounds. It's heavy, and for that clear piece to lift that whole thing up, and she doesn't even go all the way to the floor and touch all the way, so she's just always hanging up a little bit. So there's always stress on that. And same with the Rising from the Graves. The Corpse and the Big Reaper, they always used to snap because they're 3 feet, and again, heavier body, more strain. You never see the small Reaper like that snap, because it's only like a 1.5 feet, and it's literally made of foam. And so like there's no strain on the pole, so they never snap. So yeah, it's just basically how it works. So anyways, yeah, that's it until we fix that. Okay, so updates with the 2010 Lurching Vampire. I crazy glued it and put baking soda. I couldn't get the glue all the way on because I put glue on it and all that before I stuck it on here, and there was still some cracks and all that. When I tried, just putting it on this far, I re-cracked the pole. So I got it this far on. I put more crazy glue on it then, and I also crazy glued it here as well, and baking soda, and then I zip tied it where the cracks are. I doubt they're gonna really hold and do anything, because they're not that extremely tight. I mean, they can't get much tighter than this, so I don't think it's gonna really help that much, but at least we'll attach the back cable this time, so it'll probably help. You wanna try it? Oh, yeah. Like, yeah, I mean, yeah, but you want to try with the body on, yeah. Yeah, and if not, then we know we have to part out the other one. And the poles are not going to be lined up correctly, so we'll make it work. How did it get tangled? It just...
We still need to stay on the back of that because the other weight is off. we should pose the arms differently.
Yeah.
We need to do that cable first of all.
Yes.
He's already leaning. I guess I'll let go. Oh, he's...
Want to have his arms different than that?
Would that be better for it?
Yeah, I think just having it like that is just better because then it's not so much front weight.
It's so bad.
Yeah. Well, if the cable connected, it's all right. Well,
I'm in the same position. You're back there filming. It's probably gonna just fall.
well, let's see.
Scratches the face and gonna be sad. I'm scared.
Here, we'll put zombie barrel in front of it, so just...
Don't destroy zombie.
It's not that heavy.
Is that too close?
I've had stuff sitting on top of my zombie barrel for years.
Is this too close?
No. I mean, I'll move it back.
Okay. Wait, I can go through that. So you don't have those two poles in the front?
Yeah, because we don't have them at all.
I can actually climb.
I feel like the cable is gonna make it not lurch at all because it feels like it's like just really tight.
Screw it, I can't find it.
Okay, just turn it on.
Alright, so here we go. I'm scared. I'm super scared.
Look at how much better it is with the cable. It actually comes back. And it doesn't look retarded when the head goes up too. Like the 2011 one, when you attach the cables there, when they do work, they go up like that. The 2010 one actually looks nice.
Golly, it actually didn't kill itself.
Well, let's try it a few times. That looks good. I don't know how many times it can last like that, but I just like how it goes back further though, because that makes the lunge better. The further back it is. Side view. That is so much better than the 2011 one. Yeah. I know. I just want to see. I want you to make it like lunge, and I want to see if the pole like moves when it lurches. It bends a little, but it wiggles a little in that spot, so it might come off, but I don't know. Oh, what was that? Sometimes gear teeth skip on these, I think. That's what it did.
Just plug that.
I can glue his head back on.
Nah, just plug it that to the wall.
Wait.
Like the whole power cord.
Oh.
Is that plugged in?
Maybe. Probably. Oh, he goes. This one's support poles don't even touch the floor because the cable. Do you want to undo the cable to see what it does without it? Not that one. Oh my.
Train him off. He's about to kill himself.
I don't think he is, but. Yeah, but mine is. There's no break on this if that's so there is that's when the battery popped out. The raining kind of stopped for now. Skittles. Hi. Meow. Hi. No. They wanted to go out. I don't know, I can't. Oh.
I couldn't grab it.
Ow.
Are you, do you want some of those noodles? Those are those Chinese noodles.
No.
So how much was that?
$298.
What all got done?
Okay, so there was a new plan. Hot glue was really never going to work on this because it would have just kept sliding off, because gluing a shaft into a spot like that was like, it just really wouldn't work. So I just zip tied it like this. So let's see how it looks. Oh, now yeah, that's how it looks, guys. And I got fabrics all over the place.
Looking better.
Yeah. I also took the screen out that makes the head go back on it. So, I mean, it's back kind of, but when it lurches out, it's not gonna... I guess we'll see what it looks like in action. I still have no idea why the eyes... I wonder if we could test the eyes and mouth on that one's... No, that one's eyes and mouth on this one's base. And if that one didn't move, then we know it's the base. Anyways, yeah, we'll pick it up and see.
This one is a celestial crystal ball, which there's not really much to say. It's like one of those ones you get at like Spencer's Gifts that like kind of is like a door with like electricity in it. I like that the skeleton hands are holding it. That makes it more unique. But yeah, so cool like that. It's just not really for me.
Oh,
it's not skeleton hands, it's witch hands. Yeah, it's kind of cool, but knowing Brandon wrote that thing's probably like $400. Now,
I don't know.
Dark Knight Dragon that I discussed in my Dragon video. I love the look of it.
I'll figure something else out. I can probably zip tie some zip ties from the front somewhere too. Alright, another update. So now what I did is I completely just cut the other way I did it because that was never gonna work. So I put one zip tie through here, holding it around here, then another one that holds it around here through the front, and then one that comes diagonally and holds it through here. The head is gonna be kind of turned to the side, it looks like, but hopefully it'll be better than what it was just painting backwards. Hopefully. Never mind. Okay guys, I am very, very, very irritated right now. I spent like 3 hours on this crappy shit. I, got all this glued up and zip tied, like so many zip ties. I got terrible hot glue. It shouldn't be this bendy. This is the worst hot glue I've ever seen in my life. But hopefully it holds, but the fact that it's like bendy, it's not going to have much durability, I don't think. But it looks like it's all dry now, and I could put that back on. But here's what the problem is. Okay, remember the eyes and mouth did not move on this Lurching Vampire. Well, the problem wasn't him, because I connected his wire harnesses, which you know his works, to this, and that didn't work. So I opened it up. Donovan's like, well, maybe a wire's off. And I was like, well, I don't think a wire will come off if nothing's physically moving down here. Well, I opened it up anyways, just, you know, to see, because sometimes these boards are terrible, and it is, but just wait. So I do that. I'm just like, I'm sure a component on the board is out. The board is probably dead, and it's never going to work. But I open it up anyways. Oh my god. Okay, so yesterday Donovan put batteries in it, and it didn't work with batteries. Well, there is 2 wires or 3 wires off the battery compartment. Look, okay. There is a orange wire here that's off from the switch, which probably is what came off when I put it back together. These wires are terrible. Look at that's even going to come off. Look at how bad that is. That's not even hanging on there. Like, the wire is terrible. Tekky Toys used the worst fucking wires and the worst board. Like Big Mouth Billy Bass boards and wires are terrible. They just come off when you touch them. These are worse than that. Here's one for the battery compartment. Look it. Here's one that came off from here. That could be why the eyes and mouth aren't working, because that's where that goes to. It goes to here where the eyes and mouth plug into. And I can't, you know, there's like 5 wires off, and I can't find where all those go. I'm not an expert on boards at all. Sometimes I feel like I waste my time and make things worse than what they were before. And you know, this was the only, this base was gonna bring mine back to life. I just wanted the eyes and mouth to work too, though. But now it does absolutely nothing. I'm sure Kevin can figure it out, but it's so annoying. And look, here's another gray wire that's off that battery compartment that goes right there. It's just everywhere. And I'm sure another wire just came off by me touching the board. It's ridiculous how terrible the quality these are. So, it sucks. And I'm still mad about the fact that I set my camera down, my battery popped out, and I ruined the video, so I had to record it off my camera's screen, because the video, that corrupts the file when that happens. So yeah, here's it's all just glued up now. Look at all that. All the zip ties are glued. The whole head assembly is glued. I wasn't even going to use this body on mine. I'm sure Donovan would have let me take this. Like, it actually looks fine now. Look at it. It kind of looks cool. But I wasn't really going to use this body. I was still going to use mine. But I just wish that the problem with the eyes and mouth were in the head and not down there. Because now look at all the problems it has. And again, just to show this one, I feel like this one's cable isn't, like, pulling them back as well as it should now. Anyway. Oh, that went kind of far. Just want to make sure that it's... Oh, wow. Oh, it just almost falls over. There's not enough back weight. One of the sandbags exploded. Yeah, when I was opening this up and fixing it, there was sand all over the mechanism. It was terrible. But yeah, I think you guys get the point, though. You saw how it functioned earlier. It doesn't matter if, you know, the head was snapped off, but that didn't change its performance on how it lurches. And the eyes opening and closing is exactly the same. There's no difference of how that works. So I think I can just end this. It's safe to say that this one's probably never going to work. And we're probably still going to switch the poles out, because I know that one's not going to last still. So I'm probably just going to put those poles on there before I leave. And like I said, I was going to get that base and this body, but now it's worthless, just like my other one. And maybe that's why my other one completely stopped working too, because probably all those wires came off and I didn't even notice. Because, yeah. So, it sucks. But, what do you do, I guess? I mean, I wish there was a good one for sale right now, but there's not. This was my only option as of right now, and I'm the kind of person that wants something like now. Waiting for me is just like the worst thing ever. when something breaks, I go into this panic mode. If I can't find one for sale, I just like flip out. And they always pop up when I don't have the money for them. Just like my 2011 Demonica, I don't have one that's really good. And anytime I don't have money, they always pop up. Exactly the ones that I want to buy, like the way they look. Like that. She's broken too right now. I gotta, I can't fix her unless I have a spare part. It's terrible. Anyways, I'm done because this turned into a nightmare. But like I said, you saw how they worked before. 2011 sucks at lurching. He's awesome. Just not the poles. Like without the support poles and the back cable attached, he does lurch far, but it will break the front piece. And I still feel like it doesn't lurch the same as that one too. But you cannot use, like I said, you cannot use this guy without his back cable because he will snap. Again, he snapped when he was brand new at the store on the 4th activation. When it's new, it's almost 10 years old now, so the plastic's even more brittle. Like, at our store, they connected his support poles, but they didn't connect the back, so it has to be the back that connects on this guy. This guy didn't come with the front poles. I mentioned that probably 5 times already. And then this one, they didn't... The 2011 ones, they don't adjust the cables right that pull the head back. There's 2 cables. There's one that goes to the head and one that goes to like the pole area. The one with the head is like sometimes it's too short. So sometimes it makes it so that the vampire doesn't lurch at all. And like sometimes the head doesn't go, sometimes the head goes back too far, sometimes the head doesn't move at all and it barely lunges. They just never had it adjusted right, it seemed like, on those, and they don't look good when they lurch with the head attached. The 2011, this one does. This one looks really good when he lurches with the cable attached. You just saw how it worked. It looks awesome. It like his head, because sometimes their heads go all the way up. I can't move his head. Sometimes they go all the way up like that and it's bad, but some of them only go up like that, which is good. This cable's not pulling his head back much, probably because it needs to be adjusted as well, but I ain't gonna worry about that. But like I said, no matter what, it always, this one always lurches really cool, but that one doesn't. There's just so many differences between how they work and how they're built that it's just crazy. And I've always wanted people to know how different they were, and now they finally do. I hope you guys stuck through the video because they're just so different. Comment what you guys think, because it's just crazy, with the face detailing and just everything. Because I bet you guys a lot of you guys probably never even knew there was a difference, and there's a huge difference, and that's how it goes. Like I said this earlier in this video, the first generations always look better and work better when they fail mechanically, they make improvements, but then they make the detailing bad and they don't work as good either, but they last longer. That's how the companies do that. For them to make it better, they have to make it cost the same, so they take out some of the detailing. See, and this one has the zip tie. Like I said, the wire that for his posable arms are so short. It's probably 5-inch wire. Not even that short, not even that long. This one's almost like a foot, not exactly, but almost. That's why his arms look so good. So, I'm done. So yeah.
Oh my god! Watch this guy. Ah.
I don't know if he works either. It's busy in here.
Whoa! Whoa! Cool. That ought to get the hits up on YouTube.
He's $130 though.
Yeah, you don't have enough money for him today, do you?
I bet the other one's gonna be going then. Oh, see? His eyes. Oops, sorry.
That little kid is scared of that stuff.
Sit up.
It's almost ready, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I want him when he's on sales, when he's not $130. Whoa. Yeah, it is. Oh, it broke.
Hey! Oh my god.
Need to take this one down. The vampire! He got way too far! Let's go to a different corner. The vampire! Holy! Look! It looks like he's about to break. Look it! There's the box!
That's the empty box.
What? It's empty?
I think so. That's from him.
No, it's full. This is a good one. See, it looks like he's gonna break. Broken. Oh, it doesn't talk anymore either. Okay, let's go.
Okay, okay, now.
Do I go?
Yes. Oh! Did he just like our sword is That's exactly what happened. Imagine if we did the Tekky setup video. That would have happened.
Well, you know what? We're using this mechanism somehow. We're combining the two.
Myself, you know what? Go for it.
There's a great how.
Yeah.
But it's so. Wait, this.
It's gonna like fall.
It doesn't seem right. Oh.
Yeah, this one. I swear this one is not as tall as the 2011 model.
Stand on that one. Right there. Okay.
You'll be fine. You're worrying too much.
I'm pushing down. Okay, are we ready?
Yes.
Are you filming?
Yes.
This is gonna suck, isn't it? Okay.
Oh god. Oh whoa. I think this guy's way cooler than